So if this is my last video of the year, I have to start off by saying, holy shit. I probably shouldn't be saying that within like the first 3 seconds of this video because I don't plan to edit this. I just want to film and post it. But Cat Williams really like kicked off this year. And I'm still not over it. Because, first of all, everything that Cat Williams said. But second, that literally feels like it happened like 3 months ago. Time just is absolutely insane to me. And it's crazy to me how fast this year flew by. I don't even feel like we're at the end of the year. I gotta say, I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I feel like we have any day during any year to decide to change something or improve something. So I personally don't really have any New Year's resolutions, and it's been that way for a couple years now. But moving on from that, I have to sit here and just allow myself to think and reflect over this past year. I think overall it was a good year for me. I definitely had my moments where mentally and emotionally I was extremely down. I I felt like I hit rock bottom a few times. Things got extremely dark a couple times this year, but I'm glad that I was able to pull through and you know, just pull out of that, come out of that, and even if I was hesitant to accept any extensions of a helping hand or just anything of the sort from those around me, I'm still thankful that I came around to accepting any of that in any form that it came to me. I'm glad that certain conversations were had with people, and when I think about it, I feel like I've really grown into my own this year, and like I've continued to do that. I think that I've learned to accept that sometimes I can be pretty shy, and that's okay. But on the flip side to that, I've also realized that once I'm extremely comfortable, I'm comfortable and I can, express myself freely depending on the environment. And that's something that I've always known, but I think I really paired that with confidence this year and speaking confidently, and not only confidently, but comfortably. I think I realized that coming into my own, I have my own way of expressing myself, whether that's through art or sharing an opinion, like things like that. I have my own way of doing that, just like someone else has their own way of doing that. And I think I really learned to accept that. I still don't like the sound of my own voice sometimes, but that just comes with it. I have to speak, I have to share my thoughts and what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, and it doesn't matter or the way that it comes out, tone and mood and just the vibe. People say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, which I am a tone person, and I've learned that this year that I don't accept being spoken to any kind of way. So I'm still trying to navigate being nice about communicating that and not responding and saying the first thing that comes to my mind, because I know that that's capable of hurting someone's feelings or starting some sort of conflict. And that's something that I do try to avoid, is hurting someone's feelings, especially someone that I care about. So I'm still learning how to navigate how to say certain things and kind of be nice and gentle about it. I don't know if I've said it in a video on this channel, but it's like you can have your opinions and your thoughts and your feelings, but if you're expressing that, don't be an asshole about it. And that's what I'm learning to do. Not that well, I'm not going to say not that I ever was, but I'm also not going to say not that I ever wasn't. So, I don't know, just me being more confident and comfortable and expressing that I'm not okay with certain things and saying no to certain things too. There's always a way to say things without it being harmful or aggressive or there's ways to say things that can not hurt the person that you're saying them to, but also to not leave you feeling guilty for saying what you need to say. Saying no is extremely important. Even if you have to say it in a certain way, but I also feel like no is a complete sentence, and I feel like that's very true. And in certain situations, and in a lot of situations, you don't have to justify how you feel. You just feel the way that you do. And if it's something that you need to honestly just say no to, feel free to do it. Like I said before, just don't be an asshole about it. But I'm learning how to be more gentle when I say certain things. And from previous jobs, I've also had to learn how to put, that corporate bow over everything and how to say things, in an acceptable manner in a job atmosphere. And I'm starting to learn how to peel that back a little bit just because holding back can be sort of misconstrued as you don't want to take it too far. You don't want to take anything too far. And it's not a means of taking things too far. It's just let's keep it corporate, if you will. And again, I don't mind conflict. It's just navigating it nicely. And that's what I'm doing, on that end. But I think I'm coming into my own. And very end of the year, I'm slowly starting to accept that I can be bossy as fuck. And I did not like that. That's a part of myself that I've tried to run from for so many years now that I'm like thinking about it. It's been a minute. As a kid, I knew that I was bossy, or I could be bossy, but I tried to peel that back out of like people pleasing tendencies, which I hate to say, but it's completely true. And I don't know. We have a lot of moments here at home where I'm looked to make a lot of decisions. And I also kind of realize that at work sometimes too, that and within family, like I'm looked to make a decision or make a choice. And I'm realizing there's a reason for that. And I'm still trying to like work through that and navigate through that myself, but I just feel like I kind of have to accept the fact that I can be a bossy little bitch sometimes, especially mentally. I that's what I'm working on. Like mentally, I say so many things that has me like, "Ooh, girl, don't you need to calm that down." And a lot of it is like out of bossy tendencies. I like things in a certain way. I'm a Virgo. I like things organized. I like things in a certain way. If things aren't done fast enough for me, or if they're not done in a way that I like, I'm going to do it myself. And that's a lot. That is a lot. And on top of that, it makes perfect sense that I can be super bossy sometimes. And I think I'm still coming around to accept that about myself. And I think it's me hesitating to come off as aggressive or mean. But you can be assertive and say what you want and mean what you say without being mean about it. You know, everything just comes back to don't be an asshole to me. And it's true. Like, you can say what you want, just don't be terrible about it and gross about it. And that's something that I continue to strive to do because it doesn't take much to be nice, and you never know what somebody is going through. And I don't know, it's just never be mean about it. And I will see how my bossy side is navigated going into the new year because I just recently begun to accept that about myself. And allowed that self of I haven't allowed that side of myself to come out in years. Like I said, since I was a kid. So as an adult, that's becoming way more comfortable with who I am and my opinions and what I have to say. That's going to be interesting to see how continues to flourish into the new year. And I keep saying the closer I get to 30, I think the less I'm starting to give a fuck just in general. And that's a great thing, but it also can be potentially dangerous, and I don't want it to get that far. I don't think it will, because I don't know, I don't believe in being mean and terrible and just cruel to other people. I don't believe in that. So it's just navigating that in an everyday home life because, my fiance and I, we moved in together during the summer. So we're continuing to navigate that side and, just see where that takes us. And we have our things that we deal with and combining our worlds together, and that's absolutely okay. We just have to give ourselves time to do that. And we are, and you know, it's been good when we actually sit down and have conversations about that. So that's been a good thing, and I've also started to learn to not hold back when I do have opinions and things that I need to say and whatnot. And it's just, I think, overall less people pleasing tendencies from myself. And I think that's reverting back to childhood because I was to myself as a kid, but I also just told it like it was and was very blunt as a child. So I think I'm going back to that unknowingly, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's always a good thing to be honest and everything. So I do like that. But that aside, like I was saying before, I did have low moments when it came to like depression and anxiety and everything. I can't recall having a lot of panic or anxiety attacks this year, so that's pretty good. Um, but yeah, like I was saying before, I managed to really climb out of the depressive spells that I went through a few times this year. And it hasn't been that bad this year. Like, my seasonal depression so far has not been that terrible. And I think it's mainly because I've been staying creative and I've been doing so many creative things that I think it's keeping me on my toes and it's also giving me something to look forward to. And I think that's something that I needed this whole time when it came to seasonal depression. Um, I feel like as long as I have creative things to continue to look forward to that I'm doing, I maybe okay until the springtime when that comes and the seasonal depression leaves. I think that would be nice. I, this year, really, dug into my creative side, which is what I wanted to do. And that's pretty cool. Like, I bought a paint set and, the sketchbooks, and I started drawing on my iPad again, and I got myself a new acoustic guitar for Christmas, and I can't wait to play that. I haven't had time because I've been busy adjusting to being a dog mom again, but I can't wait to continue to do creative things. I've also started coloring, and I will say I do need to get a bit more physical outside of walking the dog and everything. I bought a pair of roller skates that I have not put on, like to actually skate. So I need to fix that next year, definitely. I did do a little bit of longboarding, or attempted to longboard this year, so that was great. We did a little bit of exciting things this year. We went to the art museum and everything, and that really did inspire me to make some of my own stuff at home. So I really enjoyed that. Earlier this year, I learned or started to learn how to crochet, and I need to definitely get back into that. But I think the biggest creative form for me this year has been YouTube, and I'm over the moon about that because I struggled with TikTok and staying consistent on there and what I wanted to do, and I really like long form. I thought that short form was my thing, but I like long form better. I don't mind making short form things, but I like YouTube. YouTube is a platform that I'm really serious about and that I want to stick with and really be on. And so I think that this year, I can't say the whole year. I can say the latter part of the year, I did a really good job at posting on, any channel kind of consistently, like my music channel. I managed to get 90 subscribers as of today on that channel, and so I'm very happy, very proud of that. Um, am I slowing down on that channel? Maybe, because I love this channel. I don't care how many subscribers I have in terms of vanity metrics. Like, I care about my subscribers on any channel that I have, of course, but I don't want to let and continue to let the vanity metrics eat me up. I don't want to keep doing that. So, I that's why I really like this channel, because I don't really have to spend too much time deliberately planning out my content and setting things up outside of filming for me to be able to film things, because that's what I have to do for the music channel. And I kind of don't want to keep doing that. Or scratch that. It's not that I don't want to keep doing that. It's just I like just pulling out a camcorder and just talking. I like vlogging a lot, and I know that's considered selfish content or whatever, but it's an art form that I really enjoy, even if it's just me sitting here talking about who knows what. I'm in love with it, and I can't let the vanity metrics hold me back of the number of subscribers or the watch hours or any of that. Like, I can't let that deter me from posting. I've had so many times where I've told myself, like, yo, just chill on YouTube. Nothing is working out the way that you expect it to. So just don't even worry about YouTube. Don't worry about posting, period. Don't do any of that. And that is not an option for me. I can't not post something on YouTube. So I've accepted that. And with that, this year, I've done a really good job at accepting the fact that I'm not one thing. I can't really box myself in, music channel aside. But as I said before, there's not really too much of a creative aspect to that channel other than me listening to an album and like writing down my thoughts. But other than that, there's not really like a huge creative aspect to that channel. And I need that. That's why I have this channel, because that creativity behind it was missing. And I don't know. It didn't, I need that creative void filled for me. So that's exactly why I have technically two channels that I'm consistent with. But if I told you how many YouTube channels I've made in total, you would laugh at me because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I know I want to stick to the creative side on this channel, but overall, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Like, all I know is I just love filming content and posting it on YouTube. That's all I know. And that's the vibe that we're going into 2025 with, is just film and post. Just film and post. Like, I don't care what's going on up here. I don't care about the thoughts that are like, well, what is the point? This is stupid. I shouldn't be posting. You know, nobody's gonna watch. I don't care about that anymore. I know that I have to do something on YouTube to feel fulfilled in a way, so none of that is holding me back anymore, especially next year, because I have to post. I have to film and I have to post. And I like rambling to a camera. So that's that. But I'm very happy overall with the latter half of the year in terms of me doing creative things again. It's been so long since I've started painting. And then I'm excited and happy about painting because it's been a very long time. And yeah, I'm very happy about the creative aspect, and I want to keep doing all sorts of things over here. So, and I think I want to make a separate video about this, but just picking up a camera and filming and just talking and not really editing anything is actually pretty cool. I do like that a lot. That aside, like I was just saying in my last video, I became a dog mom again, and I'm still very happy about that. I didn't think that I would, so soon after we lost our last dog, Leia, about 2 years ago, but I'm still very happy with becoming a dog mom again. So that's been really great. I don't know, that makes me also feel very fulfilled. So I really love that. And I don't know, I listened to so much good music this year that's like new to me. And I want to share my favorite albums of the year. I was going to do a whole video for my other channel, but I kind of don't feel like doing that. So I'm going to pull up what I was going to mention for like my albums of the year list for that channel. And I'm just going to name them off because there's so many. So there's Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, Whiplash by aespa, Charm by Clairo, which I replay that album so many times. Juna is one of my favorite songs of the year, if not my favorite single of the year. There's Posthuman Next Gen by Bring Me the Horizon, TTYL by Lucemble, Doll by Artemis, shout out to the Luna Stans, The Orbits, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, I'm so freaking happy for her. Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii, which I was just listening to that album. It's so freaking good. Dark Times by Vince Staples. I love his show. And of course, GNX by Kendrick. Kendrick is my favorite going into next year. I can't wait until the concert with him and SZA. Crossing my fingers that Doechii will be an opening act. I also cannot wait until Dreamville because we're going. And I can't wait to stream Coachella. I also had some almost made it's on my list of albums of the year. I had Loop by Eve on here. I still need to listen to her EP. Again, shout out to the Orbits. Cowboy Carter, The Star Chapter Sanctuary by TXT, and Brat. I held Brat up on like the highest pedestal. And Brat is so good that it's like one of those albums that I don't want to overkill. I'm not going to say I overkill Charm by Clairo, but I played that album so many times that I'm not tired of it, first of all. I gotta say that. I'm not tired of that album, but I just, you know how you have those lists of albums that are like top tier, absolutely fucking amazing, but you rarely listen to it because it's that good, if that makes any sense. That's Brat for me. And then I had honorable mentions. This video would have been very, very long because I can't narrow it down, really. These are basically, well, in my notes, I put, loved all of these, just need to listen to them more. Definitely Emopathogen by Willow Smith, Play with Earth, Wave to Earth, Fuck It by Almeida. She just got signed by TDE and she's an alternative artist. I love it. Black girl alternative artists. As well as Rachel with What a Devastating Turn of Events. I definitely need to listen to that album more. Where I've Been Isn't Where I'm Going by Shabuzi. Right Place, Wrong Person by RM. Pulsar. Timeless by K Tronada. Model by Wallows, which I definitely need to listen to that more. Shadowbox by Mavi is also on the list, but that video would have been really, really long, and I don't feel like filming it right now. But I'm gonna keep going with my challenge that I'm doing and keep listening to new music and discovering new things that I've never heard before, because I've listened to so much good music and I haven't even scratched the surface. I want to listen to a lot of older music as well that I've never heard before, so I'm really freaking excited for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that and playing the guitar more and trying out my roller skates and continuing to post on YouTube, especially this channel. I definitely want to do a lot of things with this channel, so I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I hope that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna attempt to do a no-buy year in 2025 and see how that goes, but if that's a total flop, I would not be surprised. But yeah, I'm really excited about next year. And I've already said 2025 is going to be one of the best years ever. Not just for me, but for the people that I love and that I care for deeply. And for you, if you're watching this video. And I look forward to manifesting a lot more and seeing where my creativity continues to take me. And 2024 overall, it had its ups and downs just as every year does, but I'm really happy that I've seriously started to come into my own, and just a lot of amazing things are going to happen in 2025. I already know it, so I'm excited and I'm happy and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm so glad that I thought to film this before the year ended. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really in a decent place, and I'm just hoping that, you know, the after holidays depression doesn't kick my ass too bad, but you know, we'll get through it. And April, hello, Coachella, fucking Dreamville, and then the Kendrick and SZA concert in June. So I will be okay. I will be okay. I might have my moments, but I'll be okay. And then, you know, I'm looking forward to work stressing me out way less because I'm moving to a different position. And so work will be a million and one times less stressful for me. So I just, overall, I'm extremely grateful and I am extremely thankful a million and one times over. And I cannot wait until 2025 because so many amazing things are going to be happening. I'm excited. But yes, I will post this as my last video of the year, I believe. So, Happy New Year. And I hope everything goes amazingly well if you're watching this video. And yes, Happy New Year. Bye 2024.